Hello everybody, my name is Markiplier. Just kidding, I'm not Markiplier. I am me, Troop Sushi, hello. This is In the Shadow of Space, and I just wanted to give a quick thank you to my buddy Kyle for allowing me to contribute to this wonderful game. Here are the credits. There he is, and there I am. I did the sound design. But yeah, it's a very cool game. It was made for some sort of game design club. I'm not entirely sure what the lore is, but yes, all of these lovely people created this wonderful project. So, yes, I did have a little bit of experience playing it. So I've played it a little bit before, but this is sort of the lore behind the game. Very cool. It's it's nice to always have some context, so that's sweet. It's also nice that you can read it in peace on the menu and you're not thrown into gameplay. And being that this is kind of going to be a little bit of a feedback video, I do want to just go over a couple of small things that I noticed. I was a little bit, I won't lie, I was a little bit overwhelmed by the controls at first. I do like them, when you get accustomed to them, they're excellent, but I did kind of find myself jumping between WASD and the arrow keys. Just because this is a lot on one hand. Doing E and Q are all on the left side of the keyboard, and then C as well. It's a little bit of it takes some getting used to. Also, arrow keys being an option is nice. I wouldn't say get rid of that. It's just notable that since you're also using the mouse, if you're using arrow keys, you're using your left hand and right hand, and then your right hand again to use the mouse. But yeah, everything otherwise, like, super good. The objective's nice and clear. You just get resources. So yeah, let us get into the game. So here we are this little astronaut fellow. And obviously, I've played the game, so I do know what we're up against. Or not what we're up against, I do not know what we're up against right now. I've not gotten that far. But I do know that I have to be very quick about the first kind of phases of the game because yeah, death is afoot, and that is not ideal. It's a bit of an inconvenience, you could say. So, as a result of death being hot on our heels, we have to very quickly craft this, which is ferritic steel, which requires iron as well as chromium. And so I'm just looking for hematite here, and tyranite as well, to be able to craft this. In the aid of the feedback, I do think that the difficulty curve is nice. It is a hard game. It is a little bit difficult to get used to, but once you do, it's very fun. I think it could be interesting if just, obviously I haven't gone through it in the video yet, but if potentially batteries depleted a little bit slower, or the players were given an additional battery. Also, I just noticed my battery is at 85% already, which is, I don't know if that's randomly decided at the very beginning of the game, but that is not in my greatest interest here. Okay, so next thing I need is this microcircuit in order to be able to craft, in tandem with the ferritic steel and a diamond, the diamond tip drill. So I need some gold, which I don't have any of, which is not great. And then, and then I need a bunch of carbon. And I'm very much lacking in the carbon department as well, which is always great. I do also like that there are sort of biomes to the game. Very cool. Okay, so we're good on the microcircuit. We just need a bit of gold. A bit of gold somewhere. I need to come back to that area because they have a bunch of other stuff. So as you can hear, we're low on energy right now, which is not good. It's not very good for us. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Okay. Problem solved right there. Problem solved. Okay, now. Okay, perfect. Look at this. Doing fantastic right now. And we're missing some ferritic steel, I just realized, which is not not good. So we need to make some iron. We need to go make some more iron. What did I just do? What did I just do? Okay, I don't know. We need a lot of iron. And that was my 1 diamond that I needed. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, good stuff, good stuff. We're doing pretty well right now. We're not, I mean, not amazing, but we are making progress. But again, I think it would be really nice, especially for beginner players, if the start of the game was maybe a little bit slower, just because I don't know if people should have to speed through the menus as much as I am right now in order to kind of, you know, get the main foundation of the game. It is really nice though. I think it's a very good sort of quick experience. Like, it doesn't take as long as Don't Starve to really like get set up. But oh, look at that. Okay, lithium. Awesome. That is very hard to get from my past experiences playing this game. I do need another piece of lithium though. Oh my god, my lucky day. Let's go. Alright. So now we just need a bunch of these. And yeah. And then we just need some of these. Perfect. Okay, we're good on the battery. Now I just spend the rest of the time making batteries. And that is 100% too. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, so I just need, carbon. It's my diamonds, which are over here. Okay, we're in really good shape this time. I have a couple of other gameplay experiences with this, and I mean, the difficulty curve it's quite steep, which is not really that bad of a thing, because I think it does encourage you to kind of come back in and, you know, obviously kind of work at improving your approach, but it does make the game very difficult. Okay, I'm hoping that somewhere amongst all of these I'm going to get a little bit of lithium, because that's what I need. No. But I was going to say as well, I feel the chances of acquiring lithium, although I'm having very good luck right now, are maybe a little bit. Okay, that's alarming. Music has just died off, and a lovely siren sound. But as I was going to say, I think it might be nice to make lithium maybe a little bit more common, and also potentially when the first. Oh, okay. Wow, really good luck. When the first, I don't know what these large bubble ore things are considered, but when one of these is destroyed for the first time ever, I think it would be really good if there was a guaranteed drop of lithium, just so that people kind of understood that that's where it came from. I mean, I assumed, since it was nowhere else, that it had to be from these, and so I was like, okay, well, you know, I guess I'll go back in and try breaking those, but kind of okay. But not having that, like, encouragement might sway a lot of players, I feel. So, I don't know, I suppose that's something worth looking into, maybe. But wow, that is very alarming. Okay, we need to switch. Another thing that is also worth noting is the fact that the battery casings that drop on the ground, obviously you don't really need them if they're dead. So I have had a run-in where I've accidentally switched out my current battery with a battery that had no power left in it, and that is basically a death sentence, because then you're scrambling to pick up the other battery again, and it is, I mean, it's chaotic and very fun, and very stupid on my part, but you know, it's a little bit unfortunate just because it's not really something you need. And okay, that actually kind of scared the crap out of me. Oh, I wish I could go over there. Yeah, I've got some chills for sure. This is interesting. I do really need some lithium right now. Really need some lithium. Holy fucking shit! Oh my god, okay. That scared me. Oh my god, what the hell? Alright. God damn. Holy shit, okay. Okay, that is actually terrifying. Holy shit. Okay. That is genuinely horrifying. And I'm at very low health right now, as I assume I've gotten a little too close to our shadowy buddy. Oh my god. Where is this creature? Okay, that's it. Oh. Alright, and I've died, but I dropped a flare. Okay, that is terrifying. That is absolutely, yeah, that is, wow, scary. And I made the sound effects, so I should have known what to expect, and I made the music. But, damn. Okay, crazy. Anywho, that's sort of the game in a nutshell, I would say. Very cool game. I think it's got a lot of cool kind of aspects to it. I think the whole crafting mechanic is really interesting, very unique. I like the approach to the environment and everything like that. The art is fantastic. But yeah, I mean, I think the only thing that I really noticed was just that it's a bit difficult, and I suppose that's not even really that big of an issue considering it's just going back in and balancing things slightly so that it, you know, is in place with everything else. But it's also not a huge issue, just because obviously I did get around it, and if you're determined enough, you can certainly overcome the difficulty. But for like a player who is maybe less willing to get into the game or isn't as experienced with games, it can be, I could imagine it being maybe a bit more difficult for them to really get into it. Which would be unfortunate, because it's a very awesome game. But yeah, I mean, all things considered, really solid experience. I think just some minor tweaking and that would be really nice. But overall, very cool. Special thank you to everyone here. Great stuff. Great job, artists. Very cool art. Very great, amazing programming. And the writing is awesome as well. I love the little blurbs of text that appear on screen just to add some additional atmosphere. It's nice to see the character actually, like, be afraid of what's going on, because it makes you very afraid of what's going on. But yeah, no, very cool. I think the instructions and the controls are nice. I was a little bit confused by them at first. I'm just gonna pull it up. I was a little bit confused at first, and it was a bit much. I'm wondering if there's maybe a better button than C for the crafting menu. But it does make sense, obviously, C for crafting. And the scroll wheel is really nice for the inventory, and I like the usage of the mouse in general. But yeah, I think overall, very cool game. I love the atmosphere. That sort of chase sequence genuinely terrified me. Not many games do that. And yeah, I think, okay, so I mean, one other thing I will say is because of the difficulty, and because you have to speed through the game to the degree at which I was speeding through it, you don't get to use the muse feature quite as much, if not at all, period, because you're basically just going from place to place trying to get a battery as much, you know, just get as many batteries as possible in as little as time as possible. So I think if you did balance it, and if you maybe made the batteries die slower, or if you gave the player an extra battery at the start of the game, that could be really nice, just so that that pressure is slightly alleviated. And the system is still there, and it's all still in place, but it's just maybe a little bit less pressure on the player's back. But yeah, just because there's no way to really enjoy the environment, which is unfortunate considering it's really nice, if you're constantly going around and trying to get things. And while the pressure is great, I think there's maybe a slightly, like, maybe there's just a balance that you could strike that would allow the player to kind of go between those high pressure states of, oh crap, I need to get a battery right now, and this is my kind of chill moment where I can explore the surroundings. But again, I mean, that's all kind of a nitpick I think overall, very fantastic game. The mechanics are obviously all there. The art is really nice. And the story is very interesting as well. I like the sort of amnesia plot or subplot to the premise of being in this inhospitable exoplanet. But yeah, fantastic work with the game. Looking forward to seeing if there's any sort of like future updates with it. Very cool stuff. And thank you for letting me contribute as well. But yeah, thanks.